Hi everyone, welcome to Lee Parker Beauty. This is my first ever YouTube video, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm so new at this. If you haven't already, before we get started, can you please like the video and subscribe to my channel? You can also find me on Instagram under Aussie Girl in a US World and Lee Parker Beauty. I'll link them down below. So if you'd like to see me curl my hair, please keep watching. Okay, so first things first, I like to curl my hair with a GHD Platinum hair straightener. I just like the size of the curls that it gives me. I've got a full head of tape-in extensions, so this is what I find works best for me. Later on down the track, I can always run through how I also curl my hair with, there's different size tongs and things like that. But for now, I'm going to focus on the GHD. You're going to need some sectioning clips, a comb, I like to use a tail comb, and some sort of brush. I like a tangle teaser just because it doesn't snag my hair. And so when it comes to product, I'm not a huge fan, only because this takes me a good hour to wash, dry and curl all in the one go. And so I'm not going to do that more than twice a week. So I find that if I put too much product in my hair, I'm not going to get enough time out of it. So if I was going out somewhere and I wanted it to last, I would absolutely use product. I do have a texture spray, things like hairsprays. I've got a volume dust for the roots. So there are things like that that I use if I have an event, but day to day, week to week, just at work, no product in my hair. So how I curl my hair is I section it in 3 spots. I like to do the back first and then the sides last. So I go behind my ear. Now I've got to feel around all my tapes just to see, make sure I've got each one. And then I do this side. Okay, so to start with the back, I usually do about 3 sections. So I like more of a natural wave rather than a full-on curl. So I take bigger sections. So it just depends on what kind of look you're after in terms of how small or big the sections should be. So once I've taken my first section, I split it down the middle of my head just because it's easier to move like this. So this is about the size of the section that I will take. Again, I've got tape extensions, so it'll be different to real hair. But I just give it a bit of a brush. Now, as I go through these first sections, I do, like this bottom section, I do one way, and then the rest of my hair I do another way, which looks completely awkward. And I know all of you are gonna think, oh my God, what on earth is she doing? But I like a lot of volume in my hair, and I like the layers that I've cut into my extensions to bounce. So I find that the way I do it, I get that volume. Because the first section that I usually do, I start and I scoop under, only because it's so low that I can't actually do it the way that I do the rest of my hair. So with a GHD straightener, you've got to be really patient with it because it can grab and it takes a bit for it to slide through your hair. So if you see me going slow, it's only because I don't want to yank my extensions out of my head. So that's section 1. So I hate hair on my face. I can't stand it. So I always curl my hair away from my face. Whichever side I'm focusing on, I will use the opposite hand. So I'm doing the left side, I used my right hand. If I'm doing this side, I'll swap to this hand, only because this way it's just a bit awkward. So that's what works for me. So I'll get this next section. It's better. Okay, so I clamp it over and I roll it once and I just slide. So again, I'm going slow for two reasons. I don't want to pull on my hair, and also so the heat has enough time to get through that section of hair because it is a bigger section. Then the most important part is twisting it the way that it's supposed to go. The reason you do this is because when your hair is hot or warm, it's molding the shape. So if you curl a section of hair and just let it drop, it's not going to drop into that perfect curl. And so if you leave it, it's going to cool into that position, and that's not what you want. So always twist it the way it's supposed to go. Okay, so this is where I change the way that I do it. So what I do is I get my section and I'm going to come in from behind and I'm going to scoop it backwards. So I twist it once, and this is where it looks really awkward, but it works. Make sure that hair stays in the straightener, doesn't fall out the end. Now I grab the tip there just because I don't want to pull it from my head, and I curl it. So you can see how it gives me a lot of volume. Another thing when it comes to my hair, the way I like the curl, the very bottom I usually leave straight. I don't like that ringlet curl look. I like a more relaxed, beachy sort of wave. Come in from behind and I twist. And remember to put it back in that shape. So I'm moving around to this side of my head now, so I'll swap hands. So I'll come in from the back, I'll roll it once, and I'll slide. Yeah, so it gives you a nice bouncy curl. So now I'm on the last section. So I come in from the back, and I slide. So that bit there, I don't like that. So I'm just going to straighten that out. Now what I might do is, when your hair is hot, you can't re-curl over it. It's not going to work. You've got to let it cool down. So if a curl doesn't work, just move to the next section and then come back to it. Otherwise you'll be fighting it for days. So these shorter sections are going to bounce a lot better. So that's what a lot of girls don't realize. When they have really long hair with no layers, your curl's going to drop immediately. So I always recommend getting layers in their hair just to help it bounce. Okay, so we're going to move to the sides. Now this will always be awkward when you first try to do it, no matter what way you curl. You've just got to keep practicing and then you'll nail it. so see how that went funny? I'm just gonna heat that, and while it's cooling I'm just gonna tug on it. So it's gonna drag, see how it just dragged that end down? So there's my extensions. You can see my hair's quite short. I'm living proof not to bleach your hair to white and go purple and then pink and all the colours under the rainbow. Just do. So these are going to be thinner sections, these ones, only because around the face I like it a bit more bouncy. And then my hair, because of the length that it's at, I don't touch it. I just leave it because my curls don't start until here, and that's where the length of my hair is anyway, so it's gonna blend. Right, so let's move on to this side. Now just make sure that this doesn't fall out of the end. So see, if you just let it drop, it's gonna curl like that. That's not how I want it to sit. So I twist it back so it's in the right position. So last sections. These are shorter, so I can do it a different way. I like a lot of volume around my face. And these are also thinner sections, so I can drag down without losing volume. So my hair, it just blends because the curls start where my natural hair ends. Now I'm going to actually recurl that bit only because I don't like how it's sitting, and I'm going to connect it with this one. That's better. I like how that's sitting much better. Okay, so once we've curled, all I do is I run a brush through it. So my Tangle Teezer, I also have a wide tooth comb that I like to use as well. Today I'm going to use the Tangle Teezer, and I just run it through everywhere and separate those curls. Now, then I grab my hand just all through it and I shake it up. I throw it every which way to get those roots off my scalp. There we have it. Nice big bouncy curls. So I can wear them either way. The only thing is if I throw it that way, this curl, because we curled away from my face, it's now sitting on my face. So I don't tend to do that. But that's all I do. Sometimes I grab my texture spray. This is the Goldwell Creative Texture, It's like a dry texture spray, so it's not going to dampen them at all. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to put it in. And I just fluff it right through, just give it a bit of volume. And so this will last me usually 3-4 days. I just have to wake up in the morning, run a brush through it, I'll flick my head over, run my hands through it, just bring the volume all back, and I don't have to curl it at all until I wash it again. That's why I love doing it like this so much. I always feel a bit flat when my hair's straight, so, and I can be a bit more lazy when my hair's curled. So yeah, this is how I curl my hair. So thank you for watching. I hope it was okay, my very first video. If there's anything that you want to see in the future, just comment below and I'll try my best to deliver. Anything makeup wise, hair wise, I'm happy to share any tips. Any products that you want me to review, just again, let me know. Don't forget to follow my Instagram pages, Aussie Girl in a US World and Lee Parker Beauty. Like this video and subscribe to my channel if you can, and thank you so much for the support. I'll see you next time.